Okay, know your enemy, the Paranoia demon. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanan his son reigned in his stead. Then said David, King David, I will show kindness unto Hanan the son of Nahash, as his father showed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servants for his father. And David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon, and the princes of the children of Ammon said unto Hanan their lord, Do you think that David does honor your father, that he has sent comforters unto you? Has not David rather sent his servants unto you to search the city and to spy it out and to overthrow it? That's 2 Samuel 10, 1-3. So paranoia makes us ascribe evil intent to people who mean no harm at all. King Saul in the Bible was an example of someone suffering from paranoia. And in 1 Samuel 16:23 it says, And it came to pass when the evil spirit of depression from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. So King Saul was weighed down by a depression demon and was sent by God to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down Saul's wayward ways in an effort to build and to plant Saul anew and in the right way. That's from Jeremiah 1:10. David played his harp unto the Lord, causing the evil spirit of depression to depart from Saul. So God in his mercy gifted Saul with David as a friend to free Saul from his torments. And Saul greatly loved David for it. But the devil, he hates when God sends somebody to help others spiritually. So Satan sent a paranoia demon to divide Saul and David. And the paranoia got the upper hand, convincing Saul of the lie that David's kindness was rooted in an evil intent to overthrow King Saul and take the throne. And Saul thought, what can he, David, have more than the kingdom? That's 1 Samuel 18, 8-9 and verse 12. In 1 Samuel 22, 7-8, Saul's paranoia reaches a climax. Then Saul said unto his servants that stood about him, Hear you now, you Benjamites. Will the son of Jesse give every one of you fields and vineyards, and make you all captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, that all of you have conspired against me? And there is none that shows me that my son has made a league with the son of Jesse, which is David. And there is none of you that is sorry for me, or shows unto me that my son had stirred up my servant against me to lie in wait, as at this day. These were all lies. The Benjamites had not conspired against Saul, neither had Saul's son nor David. No one was laying in wait for Saul. It was all in Saul's mind. Paranoia severs family ties, destroys relationships and friendships, even the friendships of the very ones that God sent into our lives to help us. The paranoia demon makes you think that the whole world is in a conspiracy against you. The paranoia demon has been more prevalent than ever since the advent of mind-altering drugs. So the word pharmaceuticals stem from the Greek word pharmakia, which means sorcery, which means invoking spiritual entities which are demons. Shiva is the drug demon, the master of poison and medicine, the auspicious one. The auspicious one means conducive to success, favorable. He captivates, consolidates, and destroys, and utterly destroys all things. So he captivates with the temptation of drugs. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat. That's from Genesis 3:6. That way the demon enters the drug users. At first the demon comes peaceably. Drugs, it offers an escape from your closed shell, a way to be more confident and connect with people, the depths of wisdom, and a conduit to success and favor, as the name Shiva implies. Soon the highs, they take a turn for the worse. The demon changes form from benevolent to malevolent. He becomes Paranoia, which convinces you that everyone's out to get you. He consolidates the drug users into an isolated group of self-perceived subhumans with an us-against-them mindset who sees everyone around them as monsters. Even when the highs wear off, the paranoia demon sticks with you until you're utterly destroyed and you see everything through the lens of the paranoia demon. When somebody laughs, they're laughing at you. When somebody tells a joke, it's obviously at your expense. When someone's kind, there's evil intent behind it. People, they stand helplessly by as their loved ones descend into a dark pit of mental destruction. So how do we deal with the paranoid? Like one would a wounded, cornered lion. You show them that you are not going to hurt them, just like David did with Saul. In 1 Samuel 24:9 it says, "And David said to Saul, Wherefore do you hear men's words, saying, Behold, David seeks your hurt?" The devil's end game is to make you so paranoid that it becomes almost impossible to trust and believe God, which are a requisite for entering heaven. In 2 Kings 3:10 we read, "And the king of Israel said, Alas, that the Lord has called these three kings together." He's actually talking about himself too and two other kings. So, "Alas, that the Lord had called us three kings together to deliver us into the hand of Moab," because Israel was in war with Moab at the time. The opposite was true. God was with them in the battle and fought for them against Moab. But because the king of Israel's mind was prejudiced against God through paranoia, he thought that God wanted the worst for him, when in fact God wants what is best for us. The longer the paranoia demon inhabits our mind, the stronger his hold becomes, and the harder it becomes to break. However, the things which are impossible with men are possible with God. Luke 18:27. "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds." That's 2 Corinthians 10:4. So God will put you through his refining fire that will burn up the ropes of paranoia and distrust that binds you. In Daniel 3:23-25 it says, "And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast three men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose," because the fire burned up the ropes, "walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of God." Like, share, and subscribe, and see you later.